Okay.
All right.
Right, welcome back, Phil. This is the second semi-final of the men's Open, the UK Open. Oh, on the line, what a shot.
Irish versus Irish.
This is, I'm not going to say sweethearts, high school sweethearts. No. They are two very young players who are extremely good.
I remember being impressed by Cian. Is that how you say his name, Cian?
Yeah, Cian.
Wow, nice shot.
Does he mean like and I love the fact that he tries to kill so much. It's such that kind of like super high risk shot. And he does this serve from the right, and he'll either whip you across the side of the court or smash you down the line. It's a very accurate down the line as well. It's very impressive.
I'm excited to see it. Yeah, that's a good looking serve, you know.
But
that underhand from Fíachra has just been cooking all day.
If you get your shot wrong to Fíachra, he will put you away. And Cian does go for those kills, but if he gets his kill wrong, it is a bit of a setup.
Outside.
Good leave, good eyes.
It's easy when you're that tall to know whether a ball is going in.
That's true. It's a nice serve as well. Oh. Good ball on the line. Like just like when you watch Fíachra, he does like he moves around the court a little bit slow. He's just kind of like taking it easy, but then he's just got very good awareness. Short serve. Second serve.
5 serving 2 here.
Yeah, nice.
That box out would be so tough to get around the way that he took position.
Because I have thought this, Phil, for a while, right? Is there a tactic that people aren't doing in this sport where you can
look at that.
Look at that.
It's like a third of the court right there.
Yeah. I mean, can you block people, but literally get yourself into a statue position? Because it's a non-contact sport, right? They can't take you out.
Yeah, I mean, you see it a lot. What a shot. With a little 360 spin as well.
Put your hands out like you're Jesus or something. Can you do that?
Well, putting your hands out is a little bit egregious, but if you
could you do it?
If you take your shot, right, and your leg has to swing around and your leg lands where it lands, it is what it is.
Just out. The sounds that you can hear now is the B final. We wanted to scream, but unfortunately we ran out of time. It's very, very impressive.
Looks like a good game over there, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. 2 good hands. Nice play.
Just to remind everyone again, in case they're only tuning into this semi now, you said that Fíachra was the son of a Irish legend.
He's the son of James Dúill. Absolute hero of the game. When I first started playing internationally, Phil, many years ago, people looked up to James Dúill already. He was one of the first major international players, along with people like Willie Pern. Really nice guy, very impressive player at his prime, and now the best over 40s player that we've got.
Yeah, he'll definitely get a good handball player outside.
He's very honest as well, Fíachra. I like that. And Cian is too. It's a generation of young Irish players who really enjoy the sport and have really good values. So
yeah,
nice to see.
Just that, I feel like every point that I've seen him get has been a result of that shot.
Like I said, when Cian doesn't get his kill right, and I have to say as well, Fíachra has been playing a lot of 1-wall, Cian has been playing a lot of 4-wall. And you do see this in his game as well.
Yeah, the transition from 1-wall to 4-wall is not easy. It's easier if you go from 4 to 1, but to go from 1 to 4. Oh.
Right, Cian needs some moves now. Ooh. I would say
He tried to do the Fíachra.
he did. I'd say Cian's defence is maybe a bit too apathetic. He goes for high shots with a bit of spin on it. And I don't think you can do that against really good players. Like I think, for example, if you played Luke Thompson in the final, he'd be toast.
Right now, it's looking like Fíachra's final, though.
Oh, that's not the right shot there.
Good defense from Cian on that
I think so. Nice.
Excellent control on that shot.
I think you'll find that these two players are going to be awesome in a few years' time if they check out.
I hope that they do. There's that apathetic shot you were talking about. That's a much better defensive return, and it even won him the point.
Oh, almost a great serve.
Wow.
Wow. Looked very casual.
Yeah, that was a creative solution.
The casual kill, I like it.
We did see in his third game of the group stage, Fíachra was playing a bit more slowed down, a bit more going for those casual sort of shots. And I think me and Luke said that it was probably because he knew he was out of the group no matter what, because he had won his first two games and the person he was playing had lost two already. So it makes sense that his energy is conserved.
Oh, there we go.
Shot.
That's the first game. I'll be back in 2 seconds, Phil. Let's go see how the juniors go.
You clicked end game and it worked?
Yeah.
I don't know why it worked that time.
Although it hadn't. Oh yeah, I had given him the game. Yeah. But it didn't give him the game next to his name, but he has given it the game down.
I did it. We just saw the end of the men's B singles.
Excellent game over the 14. Congratulations to Michael Cian, the champion of the B's Federation Team and return to score number 1. Cian to serve 0-0.
Back into game 2. What do you think Cian has to do to turn this around and win this second game?
I think, well, presuming that Fíachra doesn't make mistakes, because I think Fíachra might have a run of errors because he can do that. I think the way that Cian wins is to practice one wall for a bit longer. And,
Unfortunately, not enough time between games.
Look at that, that's really nice positioning.
You ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
No.
No, you haven't? No. Oh, that's surprising. There's this thing in Dragon Ball Z called the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Where they enter it and time moves for them inside but not outside. So when there's like an enemy that they need to defeat but they need years of training, they step into the time chamber and they have like years of training but no time has passed outside, and then they're able to defeat their enemies. So yeah. I think if Cian was able to enter a hyperbolic time chamber.
It sounds like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Yeah, see Fíachra getting away with it there, even he mishit it and Cian's just not there. Ooh. I have to say, Phil, it's a bit unusual what we're seeing in this semi-final, purely based on the players. So Fíachra has actually moved himself up the ranks and is quite a highly ranked player in Europe now. Cian isn't. Cian's played really well today. And I think, there he goes again. All the luck is with Fíachra. I think we probably expect to see some other players in the semi-final, but some of our top players they got injured today. And
how's Caesar doing? Is he okay?
Caesar wanted to carry on playing more, but me and my medical opinion would probably say if you twist your ankle like that, you should not carry on playing, especially because you got doubles tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably
Save
for the
yourself
best
if you can. Rest. Yeah, so that happened. A few other players got knocked down. Cian took out a few people in the group. Very impressive. But see what I mean?
But Fíachra is just
I gotta say,
playing
Phil,
near perfect, I think.
It looks lazy. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks a bit like apathetic, but I think that's just like how his body type moves around, because it's just so well read. And I'm sure it makes some players really angry.
Yeah, I mean, no, definitely. There's an element of like, it would piss me off if I was playing somebody and it looked like they were barely trying.
After having played against him several times, that's a nice shot.
That's a great down the line return.
I have to say that when Fíachra starts to get a bit angry and agitated, so if he's behind in a big game, he does start to try and hit the ball harder, and that's when he makes even more mistakes. So when Fíachra is relaxed, he plays his best.
Yeah.
And he needs 4 points to progress to the final now.
Where he will play
Mr. Luke
Thompson. Would you say, I'm not super familiar with the culture here, is there a bit of a rivalry in sports between GB and Ireland?
It depends who you ask, but not really. Like the bigger rivalries will be things like Scotland and England.
Okay.
GB and France. There's definitely a bit of Irish stuff going on. I haven't really felt any massive rivalry on the handball circuit here.
Ooh. That was a high effort shot, but it didn't make the wall.
Yeah. Expended effort. Oh, see, that's a really nice serve down the line. That is a nice one too.
Absolutely.
So 6-12. Can Cian make a comeback? Well, he's going for these down the line serves, and actually in the last game you saw Luke just pop it down, but we go back to the left and the mistake comes. Maybe you should carry on going to the right.
(13-7) here. All day. I'm gonna make a compilation.
It's easy as you like. It's so nice to see. Anyway, it's match point. There it is. He's into the semi-finals. Into the final, sorry. Fíachra, emulating his dad, moves into the final of the UK Open.
Congratulations. Looking forward to this final match. See you guys then.
Women's final.